Perfect. Hello. Thank you guys for being on. I'm not going to start yet, but I did want to jump on and say, what's up? I'm so excited about everything that's about to go down. I promise I've taken a chill pill. Not really. I'm lying, completely lying to you. Um, but I just did decide to drink water instead of caffeine so I could be calm tonight because I'm ridiculously excited about all the product that we've got to talk about. It's going to be insane. Okay, and so before we get started, I just want to throw something out there, okay? And it's about inventory. All right. I just want to keep this in mind. If tonight was the first night that you've jumped on, go back in the group if you can, because we did brushes yesterday. We talked about seminar, career conference leadership. So before we go, I just wanted to talk to you really quick about inventory, okay? Because I am your most common shopper. I am a journeyman. Do you know what that means? That means that I like to be left alone when I shop, but I'm your most loyal shopper. And in a nutshell, though, if you don't have the product on hand, I don't care if you're even like, you can get it tomorrow or the next day. I promise you, I'm not going to buy it. And in my head, I'm going, oh, I'll go somewhere else and get something that's where it's on hand. I actually don't. I miss out on that product and I don't go find anything else. That's the issue with us journeymen. It's an issue, but it's not. Because if you got it, we'll buy it. But it is really unlikely for us to order, wait, or do anything of that sort. We're quick shoppers. We're the type of people that go into shop. We don't like to be followed around a store. And we don't mosey around. Why I'm talking so much about the journeyman is that it is literally 90% of your customer base. That's a lot, y'all. That's a lot. And I know there's some things that you can online shop for, and there's some things that are like, and I'm telling you, if you want to make sure that you are hitting all the sales and you are just expanding your sales as much as possible, I'm telling you, have your product on hand. Now, here's the thing. You ain't got to buy I'm going to go buy 8 million billions of these. You don't have to do that. But if you know, like everybody I talk to, I always talk about repair sets. Girl, have them stocked up and ready to rock and roll. If you always talk about CC cream, let me get something tonight. Cool. Because again, tomorrow, plus my ADD, I'm going to forget that I even showed up that night. So trust me, strike while the iron is hot. Because if you got it available, I'm not going to just buy that one thing. I'm gonna go bananas. And we will be your most loyal customers. You don't have to sell us nothing. Send us a catalog. We will then send you the order. Okay. So let's see. We got seconds left. Everybody, get your pens, your paper, take a drink. Okay. Let's stay hydrated because it's about to get super duper fun. Are we almost there? Boom! Let's go. What's up, everybody in the house? We got Georgia, California. We got everybody from all over the place on with us. Y'all, thank you so much. Seriously, thank you so much for coming and joining us for this crazy fun night that we're about to have. For those that are new and you don't know me, what's up, y'all? I'm about to be your new best friend, okay? If you don't know me and this is the first time you've seen me, come find me. I'm out there in social media. You can be part of our VIP group. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, all the little fun things, okay? But we got goods. And the only goods we talk about are Mary Kay goods. That's what makes us so different. I say us. Well, there is us. But we are very different than the majority of artists out there because they play with tons of different product. And when I met the Mary Kay product, as y'all know, signed, sealed, delivered, it was over. I haven't touched different products since. Don't want it, don't need it. I even actually, at the beginning of my career with you guys, I got up to a 32-piece brush set. And I stopped selling brushes because Mary Kay brought it with their brushes so much. I was like, well, Mine kind of pointless right now. So let's just go ahead and let's go with the gold. Right? Okay. So tonight, let's jump in and we're going to go slow. Okay. The first thing that we are going to talk about is we're going to touch on this color wheel thing. All right. But I want you guys to know tonight, we're going to show you glass skin. I'm going to show you at least 4 different looks. We've got all kinds of things. We got the false lashes. We got the bronzer, the highlighter, the mascara. We're locked and loaded and ready to go, go, go. Okay. So let's jump on the color wheel first. All right. As you know, I am a massive fan of the color wheel. A big trend right now that's going down is the color analysis stuff. Totally cool. Love it. And I'm going to break down kind of the science behind it. All right. Now, let's see. You'll see a bunch of videos with redhead young ladies, and their best tones are like autumns, deep autumns. Okay. So I'm going to throw into Who Bear the White. Okay. If we were to go on the color wheel, I want you to think like red hair. It's like reddish orange, right? I want you to think red hair. It's actually going to fall right in here with the greens. So meaning with the color wheel and how we're going to work it, the one way to work it is we're going to use it to have complementary colors to know what's going to look good against somebody's eyes. If somebody comes in with a bright pink magenta outfit, we don't want to put just magenta makeup all over her face. She's just going to look pink and maybe swollen. So we want to complement the outfit. You with me? Not match it, complement it. So the other way to use this amazing little device is correction, meaning if somebody has blemishes, rosacea, bruising, you can use this color wheel to use your Mary Kay product to erase things. Again, here we go with rosacea. All right. We've got blemishes. We've got pink scarring. We've got red stuff. Okay. So red is going to be counteracted by green, aka the natural foundations. Neutral color foundations. Okay. They have a little bit of olive in them. It's kind of where you throw all the olive girls. We go into the neutrals. Okay. So olive is green. So we're going to stick in this right here. Okay. And using it complementary. Redheads, boom. That's why you're going like, well, why does the green look so good on me? It's because you have red hair. And usually, not always, but almost always, usually, red hairs have pink skin. So yet again, bang. So we've complemented the hair and we've complemented the skin by doing greens. You with me? Okay, so let's keep going. Green eyes. We're gonna switch it up. Green eyes. What looks the best with green eyes? Bam! Pinks and reds. Now, it doesn't mean go get like rockin' red and put it all over your eyeballs. You can. That's an extreme look. Let me know how that goes. Okay. But what we mean is like mahogany. Mahogany is going to bring out the green more than espresso will. Okay. That cinnabar, that dusty rose, all these colors are going to bring out her green eyes more than any other color that she puts on. Does that make sense? Okay. We're going to keep it going. We're going to go for like blue eyes. Blue eyes, best orangey tones, my friends. If you're wearing blue outfits, if blues are your best color, and how we're going to gauge. Okay. So if you're using a darker blue, you're going to match it up with a darker orange across the board. All right. My best suggestion, go to the craft store, get you a really quick color wheel. This is nobody else's business. You hear me? You do not educate your clients and be like, I'm going to educate you on this. I'm not going to show it to you anymore. This is for us. Okay. There are certain things that are for us, and there's a lot of things that are for them. So this is for us. All right. Now, going back, the blue eyes, peachy tones. Again, cinnabar, that counts. Shiny penny, perfect. Gold status, gorgeous. Rose gold. These are perfect colors that are going to make blue eyes just go pew. Instead of hazelnut, not as much. Cashmere haze, not really going to do much for that blue eye. Is y'all with me? Okay, so we're going to keep it going. Let's do yellow and purple. Yes, girl. Yes, it's like $6. You get 2 of them. Gift it to a friend, right? Just not a client friend. Okay. All right. So this is the easiest way. If you've already had a color analysis and you're going, okay, I'm supposed to I look really good in purples, but so what am I supposed to do with my makeup? Like I'm now just all purpley. Pull out your best friend. Violet is purple. Okay. I don't know why they always call purple violet on these things. I don't know why. Moving on. So violet, if you're coming in with a purple outfit and you're going like, what do I do with my makeup? Yellow represents golds. You with me? Stunning golds. That's what you're going to wear with your outfit. You with me? Okay. Now let's go into how, if you notice, sometimes you see women now with the light dark hair, doesn't really matter, but you go like, oh, wow, like, how did they think that those plummy kind of tones look good on her skin? Know this, women with yellow skin tones usually stay out of this area because it just blends in and they can feel more oompa loompa. You with me? So women with more of like a yellow skin tone, I want you to think here is cinnabar. This is espresso. Deal. So more plum, violet, purple / colors. It doesn't mean it has to be sweet plum. It just means there was a little bit of purple added into that color to get that depth. You all with me? Now, if you just watch here on the bottom, there are several different types of purples. We can go violet. You can go, which one, what are you saying? Red purple, blue purple. If you're going into blue purple, you're going to go into more of a mustard type yellow. If you're using more of the red violets, again, red violets, you're going to go in more to your lighter, more minty, sagey greens. You all with me? Cool. This is your best friend. Again, we already did the pink skin with the olive. Let's switch it around. Those of us with olive skin, we look phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal in pinks, peaches, more pinky reds. If it's got red and orange, not even red, but yeah, red. Think about it. Red is mixed to create orange. You with me? Okay, so that's going to complement the blue and the green blue. Cool. So say we're just going straight up green. I've got olive skin. These are going to be my best colors. You with me? Can you see the green? Here we are. Here we go. The green. And these are legit the colors I wear all the time, which is hilarious. That's my lip. Those are my eyes. That's not a joke. And that is my blush. So it's pretty kind of spot on. All right. Now, you're going like cool or warm. So we're going to jump into that as we get into the colors. Okay. Personal opinion. I find it much easier for me to ask people, do you prefer golds or silvers? In 2 seconds, they answer, and it lets me know. Let's go straight into it. It's very rare that I get people that don't know. Now, why I ask is because I have an opinion all day long. Okay. It don't really matter that much. It matters, but even if I give my opinion and they don't like it, my opinion doesn't really matter. I've got to help someone feel good, not feel good what I gave them. I want her to be able to play in the colors and not feel like if I don't repeat this look, I'm not going to know what to do. So with all that being said, we're going to get into eyeshadows here just in a little bit. Okay. So let's get into some foundation matching, prepping the skin. And we're going to go about this glass skin approach, but using makeup. So I'm going to go show you guys on myself the actual glass skin skincare products and then the makeup on top. But I want to give you several ways to accomplish glass skin without having to break, I mean, it's not breaking the bank because it's Mary Kay, but we just want to give you plenty of options and opportunity. Okay, so let's get into it. All right. First and foremost, our beautiful model. Can we give it up for Miss Pam, y'all? I love her. Come on up, girl. Yep, you can have a seat. Perfect.
Hi, everybody.
Say hey, hey. I'm going to scroll you up just a little bit. Perfect. Let's see. Scoot you over just a little this way. Yes, queen. I love you. Okay. So before we start anything, y'all know eyes first, face last. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to match Miss Pam. All right. And as I'm getting that ready, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you some things with the finishing spray. She's going to say she's got all her skincare on. All right. I'm taking the finishing spray. I'm going to mist the skin first. Now I will go back in with the face primer and then I'm going to put that on. The skin can be wet. It can be dry, whatever you want. This is just helping me have a phenomenal, I mean, phenomenal base without things looking cakey, without them getting slimy. Perfect. And when you all are doing the nose area, don't just brush down. Cool. We want to do circles, and I want you to brush up, down, sideways, do circles, get all in them pores. Cool. If you're just painting down, you're still probably seeing foundation and like a partial moon in the bridge of the nose area and maybe even on the chin. So in these areas, you definitely want to take the primer and do a circle. This gets the primer covered 360. So the foundation slides over instead of just sinks right in. So now that we've done this, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to mist again right on top of that primer. This, no matter what you do with your makeup, if you do finishing spray, primer, finishing spray, I promise it's about to be off the hook in such a beautiful way. All right. So foundations, I'm going to show you something, okay? These are the same colors. You with me? They're both bronze 130. One is luminous and it is color ready. One is matte and it needs about a minute to oxidize, meaning it takes about a minute for it to darken up to get to its final destination. Okay. So personal opinion, there are some foundations you can't do this with, but I like to match with the luminous because I don't have to wait. It tells me immediately. I'm going to tilt this down a little bit so you can see. Actually, we're going to move her back so you can see. It's my fault. Deal. So I'm not going to do throat color. We're over that. We've grown up from that. We've graduated. That's not really going to help us much. This is absolutely perfect. Let me show you what's not perfect, though. So let's do a deeper color. Now, the reason I matched with luminous is because it's color ready. I don't have to wait a minute. I don't have to wait any time for me to see what the color is going to be. It's done. Ooh, too much. You all see that? Yes, that's why it's too much. If you can see it and it's already got just even a little hint of a darker shadow, that's going to be too much. This completely disappeared. So we're going to go with the 130, okay? But I'm matching in luminous again, so we don't have to wait. We just go right in. So truly at parties, when you can, I like to match with the luminous. And then if they want a matte, you can just go straight for the matte and know confidently 100% the bronze matte 130 is your color. It may look a little light when you put it on for the first 30, 45 seconds. I promise you, this is the exact color that you're going to get. It's just going to be matte instead of luminous. Done. But it saves you so much time, so much time. So here we go. We're busting out some concealer. We're going to get some eyes done first. We're going to do a bronzy side, and then we're going to do a cool non-bronzy side. I'm super excited. All right. So because of Pam's skin tone, we don't need to use the under eye corrector. We're totally cool with the fact the concealers. It's been a minute since I've used concealer with her, so I just put all three down. I've got deep beige, light bronze, and deep bronze. So we're just going to do a little mix and see if we're right, wrong. We need to lighten it up, darken it up, what we need to do. So I'm going to take a little bit of the light. Let's just hit down here and see what happens. All right. We're just going to go in with light bronze first and see what we think. Yep. On the top lid, I'm going to add just the smallest amount of deep bronze. Just a little bit on the top of the lid. So the deep bronze added in the concealer will actually help correct any dark circles with bronze skin. It is a magical little color. And literally just removes dark circles so quickly. Girl. Perfect. So I'm just concealing the eye. This is in preparation of what we're about to do. Perfect. Add a little bit on this eye. We always want to prep the eyes before the face. Trust me, do the face last, not the eyes. Make a mess with the eyes, then clean it up while you're doing your face. It makes everything stick and stay, blend so much easier, and will cut your makeup time literally in half. Perfect. So we're good right here. Now, I'm going to take a little bit of concealer. I'm going to go a little bit lighter. There, I'm just going to bring it on down. Perfect. Gorgeous. Okay. So, fun wild eye, crazy wild eye. They're going to start with the bronzy first. Okay. So, to start off, I'm going to bust out, and we are going to use the actual deep glow and the, I always want to call it golden glow. Okay. So let's start and give her some crease work first. We're just going to get that going first. I'm going to take some translucent powder or some, go ahead and close your eyes, my love, silky setting powder. And I'm just going to set what I've already put down. This helps me just blend like nobody's business. It makes the skin very soft. And we're actually going to do two brows with her. We're going to do a pencil brow, and we're going to bust out the brow kits, and we're just going to brow it up, my friends. But I'm going to go ahead and get some of her eyes done first. So now that we're here, let's go ahead and let's throw down doing the bronzy eye. Let's get some Cinnabar first. I'm going to start out here at this outer corner, and I'm going to bring it in. And we're going to take mahogany, some hazelnut, the whole nine. Girl. Again, some Cinnabar. Now, you can stop at your own. If you want to use hazelnut for this, if you want to use sweet plum for this, you can do so. Totally up to you. But what I'm trying to do pretty much is create this area being a nice matte brown. Perfect. Now I'm going to go over top with some mahogany. Add some depth to that back corner. Girl, if we want to, we'll see if we want to add some espresso. We might. You know what? Why not? A little espresso. And I'm going to keep this more down at her lash line. And on her lid and blend up. I don't want a big chunky dark piece up here that's not as light. It goes down lighter. So let's leave the darker color down here at the lash line and blend it up so it stays deep, right where we want it to be, and it doesn't get funky on us. Girl. Okay. So now that we're here, it's almost not fair because our eyes are so gorgeous. One of two ways. There's a really unmessy way to do this. We're just going to jump right in and grab the highlight. So I'm going to take my all over eye brush, bada bum. Okay, this is rounded. It's a little firm. I'm going to mist her with finishing spray. This is just going to keep the product on the brush so it doesn't fall around my face. You don't have to do this by any means, but you can use this trend. So if you haven't figured it out yet, my goal is to fit in a tip or a trend or something that you haven't done before with the product per product that we talk about. So with this being a highlight and this wet brush, you don't have to apply it this way. But if there's ever a time where you have struggles with constantly getting eyeshadow on the bottom of your eye when you're applying it, you can always mist the brush with finishing spray, dip it in the eyeshadow, and then apply. Y'all, it's over with. Game over. You're good. And it makes the colors stand out like nobody's business. Girl, you kind of don't need to do a cut crease when you're doing this. You mind open up for us a little bit? I love you. Perfect. Perfect, my friends. Okay, so now we're going to do a little kiss of highlight right on the tear duct. And we're going to use some gold status. Ever so gently. Right in here. Now, because now that we've got our highlight on, let's go back in. Look straight ahead. Perfect. Make sure everything is nice, up, blended. Perfect. All right. And if you don't mind, my love, you mind turning just a little bit? Perfect. I'm going to go underneath as well. Using some of that mahogany. And I might go back under. Yep, I'm going to do that with the actual bronzing powder. And then we can go a little bit darker to enhance her lash line. Perfect. Let's look straight ahead. You are killing me. Okay. Deal. Perfect, my friend. Wonderful. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. For the brow, we're going to go ahead and pretty much choose. We're going to do a pencil just a little bit first. We're going to go ahead and do the foundation, get the pencil, and then finish with the contour, highlight, and the blush. Sound good? So let's get it. Right after foundation, we're going to go right in for some Where did that 150 go? In case we know what this will do. Perfect. So I'm using Luminous. And we're going to go right in. I'm really going to focus it in the center of the face first. Cheekbones, things of that nature. And then I'm going to go back over other areas. I'll show you something. I switched up. So now I'm taking a little bit of that 150. And I'm going to marry these two. Actually, is it the deep that you use, or do you use the light for? I got an idea. Oh. Okay, cool. So we're going to try this because this is what we do. I'm going to do a little bit of, y'all know how we doing. Yeah, doggy. That's what I thought. Okay, cool. All right. So what I was just doing was adding a little bit of concealer. Because if you're part of our VIP group, then y'all already know we love some concealer, just a tad bit on the cheeks. Just a little bit. It does some beautiful removal of unwanted darker pigmentation in certain areas. There we go. Or peach. You're just getting enough of that concealer to come in and counteract any unwanted dark pigmentation. It is phenomenal, y'all. Phenomenal. So now that we're here, we're going to go ahead. I love you. I'm going to just powder this brow. We'll get this brow going. Once we finish this side of the face, we'll move over here. So I'm going to first take just a little bit of a pencil, just a little bit. And I'm going to go, okay, so if she's right here, I'm going to the tear duct, straight up, first hair. Pretty much following her line or her lid. Going to go ending pretty much right here. Good, look up for me. Perfect. Peak right here. Okay. So first I'm going to stencil just a little bit, just to give us a nice little base. I'm going to go underneath. I'm just going to do teeny tiny little strokes. Perfect. Because once I do this, I'm about to go in with the Mary Kay kit. And fill her in and fill her up. Okay. So we've got about where we're at. I'm going to go. I'm going to do the dark brunette brow kit. And I'm going to start with the pomade. This first one is pomade, my friends. This is phenomenal, phenomenal color, a beautiful slide. And we're just going to start adding our little flicks and getting these bad boys on here. And we're just going to imitate natural hairs right now. Okay, and the way they grow. Perfect, girl. Just gonna do some, keep doing the flicks. You're gonna fill it in, fill it in, fill it in. And we've got the shadow to go back in to set what we've done. I'm gonna do little flicks going up right here. Bring her front. There we go. Perfect. Girl. You're killing us with your beautiful face. Okay. So first I'm going to go, I'm now going to take the shadow right in the middle. This is going to go over top, and I'm literally just doing little bitty stamps because I want it to look just like her natural hair growth. I'm going to add so many little stamps, little flicks that just look like actual hairs. Okay, maybe turn towards the camera a little bit. Girl. Oh my goodness. Looking good. Okay, so now we're going to hold off for a second. And make sure that, well, before we hold off, let's make sure we are nice and powdered and up in here. Deal. There we go. Perfect, my friend. All right. So now we're going underneath. Oh, sorry for the loud clap. We are going to work on the under eye. We are legit just mixing some deep bronze with just a teeny tiny kiss of light bronze. We're going to mix these together and we're going to see where we are. Go ahead and look all the way up. Yes, girl. Yeah, I'm happy. Perfect. Okay. Because I love a nice, soft, blended look, I'm actually going to take my foundation brush. Give her a nice, soft blend. Girl, you're so gorgeous. Okay, now that we're here, now we can go, all right, do we want to attack with a little bit more color? What do we want to do? Let's do just a little bit. Let's do a little bit. Go ahead and close the phone, because she can handle color, y'all. Again, If you're going, this is too much, well, stop then. We're not going to. We're going there. We're taking you with us. So I'm just taking a little bit of espresso, actually, and adding it to that outer corner. Because even though this is a warm look, there's enough warmth that it's not making this espresso get funny. Go and look up. Girl, get out of here. She is fired. Make sure nice, easy cleanup. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Eyeliner. Let's do this real quick. All right. Personal opinion. With this look, we're totally busting out the gel liner. Yes, we are. My favorite. So I'm taking the black gel liner. I'm going to go ahead and just dip my brush in. I like to get a little bit out on the hand. And then here we go. Maybe tilt a little bit. And close them out. Perfect. I'm just going to go ahead and start on this back corner. We'll give her a pretty good angle back here. Now, if you notice what I do, I'll line normal first, and then I'll go back over top and make it a little higher, a little higher. Girl. Going to open for us? Look straight ahead. Okay, one more minute. Okay, that's what I want to say. Do it. Look straight for me. Perfect. Y'all with me? Yep. Just a little bit. A little extra contour right there in that crease. She can handle it. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to hold off on this for just a minute. No more gel liner for right now, but we are going to take some Onyx and put it on a angle brush. And every time you put eyeliner on, you can close them up. You're going to put a little bit of the shadow that matches that liner right over top. Deal. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of fun stuff really quick. Now that we've got our eyes on, we can look at her brows and go, do we want them darker? Do we want them more intense? Do we want them bolder? I think we can go really a lot bolder if we wanted to, for real. I'm good with that. Are you good with that?
I'm good with that.
Yeah, same. Just darken that up. I'm using a little American angle brush. All right, girly. Okay. Again, a little bit extra contour on the crease. All right, my friend. So now we're going to bust some of these out. It's time for lashes. Just to prep. We're prepping for when it's time, okay?
That looks really different.
Crazy, right?
There.
She's stunning, isn't she? I know. This eye is going to be like a party. I can't wait. Like, I'm so excited. Okay, so we've got our lashes and our lash glue. If you saw what I did, I took it out, got a little bit out on my palette, and then I flattened it out. I didn't leave it in a mound. I'm going to let that get tacky so that when we put on our lashes, they don't slide around. They just go on, stick, and stay. That's what we're looking for. So let's do this. Contouring. We're going to contour and highlight this side. And we're going to use some bronzer. We're going to make this a very glowy side. We're going to do something different over here. So it is contour time. I want you to get out your Mary Kay blush brush with the indent right here. Index finger goes here. This is how we are going to apply our contour. Sound good? When it's time for your blush, I want you to flip it. We use the larger part for blush. I want you to just use the tip of the hairs when it comes to contour. Super simple. Okay. And I'm going to go, I'm going to use such a gentle amount. Do me a favor. Don't put them up on your cheekbones. That drives me crazy. Contour belongs exactly right there. It should not be too strong. It should not look like a racetrack mark. It shouldn't fall down below your lip line right here. This lets you know. Don't let it go down here. Cool. Make it nice. And lift it up. And hit the top of the forehead. Beautiful. And we're going to get right up in here. Welcome to my favorite trick on the planet. You go back, you go down, and you bring it up. You see what that does? You can do that with latte. You can do it with cocoa. We're just literally cutting that jawline back out. She already had one. I'm just showing you this. Okay. Right here. Let's get this cheek on. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, let's do Copper Glow. Okay. Smile for me, my love. Thank you, darling. I'm going to go right in here and pop Copper Glow on. Yes, girl. We getting it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Y'all see this? I'm just like, oh, perfection. You wonder why I always call freaking Pam. She's amazing. Okay. We're going to leave that there. It's time for some bronzer. All right. So here we go. I'm going to take a larger brush. Seriously, larger brush. I've now got my Deep Glow. I'm going to do a little gentle spin. That's a lot of product. Tap it off, my friend. Tap it off. Okay, go ahead and smile. Now I'm going to hit her apples. And I'm going to give like the softest, most gentle dusting of the bronzer. Because I don't want her to look greasy. But I do want her to look glowy. There's a difference. I'm going to hit down the center of the nose. Perfect. This should just give just enough glow. And we're not going to be afraid to hit right here. Right in between the blush and the nose. When you're out in the sun, is that not where it hits you? Thank you. Okay, okay. Deal, girl. All right. Boom. Last but not least, we're really going to smoke it out underneath her eyes really quick. We're going to add a little bit more of the Cinnabar Mahogany. Go ahead and look all the way up. Perfect. You're killing me. Okay. And last but not least, let me just make over here. We're nice and soft and blended. Perfect. Girl. Okay. We're here. Lips. Lash. On to the other side. Here you go. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to do Truffle Nude. We're not. We're going to do, we are. Because we're going to do something gorgeous with it. We're going to Pac-Man her out. A little bit higher on that top lip. Do a tad bit of a fill in, just a little bitty one. And now I'm going for my absolute favorite that I know is going to look amazing on Pam. Rich Truffle, kissed with a little bit of Naturally Buff. And then we're going to put on a gorgeous gloss to just continue that whole glow look that we got going on. What am I doing? There we are. All right, Miss Ma'am. So we're only doing this side because the other side is a whole different look, whole different vibe we're bringing. Go ahead. Yeah. Any momentum, my friends? Give me just a second. All right. We are good with our rich truffle. A little bit. I'm talking about the smallest amount of naturally buff. Don't do too much. You look like you got powdered donuts. Don't do that. All right. Okay. And then last but not least, we are busting out. What is it? The aura. Golden aura? Y'all don't be laughing. My old lady eyes. Beach bronze. I was trying to get the aura. Where is she? There you are. That's who I wanted. All right, my friends. We're just going to pop a little bit of gloss right on that gorgeous, natural, but yet super highlighted lip. And because she's so gorgeous, we're just going to hit the tip of her nose because she can totally handle it. This is side golden glow. Side A. All right, let's move on. Side B is waiting. We will do this a little bit faster. So we're going to do cool colors on this side, okay? Completely cool, totally different. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Because here, way up, we're going to get that out the way. Where are you? Let's see, my friends. All right. So I'm going to come right here with you guys. Oh. All right. Nice. So I'm just getting the bottom done first. I'm going to start some flicks. Get these going. And I want to show you one with the brow kit and one just straight up with your brow pencil and your Chroma Fusion colors. So we're going to go down on this outer corner. Perfect. All right, all right, all right. We're going to keep it going. And we are almost time for shadow. All right, so I'm going to take perfect. I'm just throwing a little shadow down. Trying to go in our same order. Perfect, my love. So we're doing this one just a tad bit darker because we went into Chroma Fusion and I'm using some espresso, and some onyx. Tis called for. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. We're jumping in. Let's do a little bit. We're going to do a different eye. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, girly. Because we are going to jump into some highlight like normal. Got a little biscotti up in here. And this is the cool eye, though. So we're not going to be doing a lot of warm colors. Now, granted, we're still doing bronzer after this. Oh, she's going to be bronzed up. Like, you won't see her. But we're doing a different eye because I want you guys to be able to switch this color out that I'm about to show you for, you can do plums, blues, greens, totally up to you. So now, no, if you notice with my makeup period, I don't put shimmer in anybody's crease. It's not happening. I'm not doing it. We're not doing it. I'm not doing it. We're not going there. Okay. I'm not putting shimmer in your crease because, man, it can jack some things up really fast. Faster than you're prepared for. I promise you that. So we're going to start with we're going to do a little bit of, let's do some espresso. There you are. There's my friend. And we're going to go straight in. We're going to do something a little bit different. Keeping the darker color at the lash line. That period, point blank. Doesn't matter who you are or where you're at. That always looks good. Okay. But we're going to do a funner eye on this side. We're going to keep that darker color. Again, more focused to the lash line. Blending up on that back. And we're trying to keep from doing that. Here we had a really good amount of lean going on. So we're going to go a little different here. Perfect, my friend. Gorgeous, girl. Okay, so now that we're here, are you guys ready? We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do something that makes most people panic. Calm down. It's all good. Starry Night is in the house. Yes. So we're going to take Starry Night and go right over top. Literally, right from the tear duct, bringing it all up on that lid. You can switch this out for sweet plum, moss, any crazy color that comes about in the future. But here's the thing I want you to notice. I'm not going all up in her crease. Go ahead and open your eyes for us a little bit. Perfect. I'm not going to drag this up in her crease. If we drag this up in her crease, it's going to look crazy fast. So we're just going to blend as is right here. Very soft, very, very, very soft. If anything, depending, say if she's a warm girl or she's not, she could take Dusty Rose. Even if she's not, if she's a cool girl, she could still take Dusty Rose and put it right above the brow just to give some extra oomph and to help transition that blue from skin to blue so it doesn't feel so like, ah, then I'm about this life right now. Okay. Keeping it going. Now I'm going to take the small smudger brush from Mary Kay. Of course, always. I'm going to go into the Starry Night first. Go ahead, look all the way up. And we're going to give her a for real smoky, smoky eye. Bringing it all the way down. This is what her eye loves. Again, stop at your comfort zone. You do not have to go all the way down to the neighbor's house like we're going, okay? We're going there. But if there's ever a night to try and see how it goes, tonight is your night, my friend. The great thing about makeup is it's very easy to remove. If you put on too much, just start taking it off and you're awesome. Perfect. We're got a little bit of a onyx back here. Now, if you were trying to do this and you don't have as deep as skin, then you can use as much as we can use the sweet plums. You can still use the starry night. If the onyx is too much, you can switch it out for espresso. Add some cashmere haze and or soft heathers. It's absolutely beautiful. Now next, we are doing some eyeliner. I'm going to give you another trick. We're just hitting the top and we'll clean it up in just a second. Go ahead and close them on up. So I'm taking the pencil now and I'm using brown, which does not go with this at all. But I'm going to show you something. I'm going to use the brown pencil because sometimes, like with our skin tone, when we put on a black pencil, sometimes it just goes navy blue. And so this is a way to show her how to get a true black liner, regardless of what eyeshadow she's wearing with it. And now I'm just smudging. We did a sharp line here, so this is just going to be a little bit softer. And now we can go in and set it. I'm going to use some onyx. Right down, right on top of all of that eyeliner. Carol, couldn't look up. Why are you so pretty?
Oh, it's Mary Kay.
Carol, tell me about it, right? Okay. Concealer time. Let's clean up this eye. And then our lash glue should be about ready for some lashes. We'll take a little bit of our and look all the way up, Mama. Clock lady's here.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock.
Thanks, baby.
Okay.
I didn't hear that Dax was in the house. Just keeping us on track for you. Okay, nice little cleanup. I love doing this after eyeshadow because it literally removes anything that's unwanted, anything that you didn't want it going down that way. It cleans, structures, tightens, and lifts all at the same time. My absolute favorite eye trick. Beautiful, girl. Okay, now this side of the face, we're going to do something a little different, and I'm super excited. So here we go. This was the one with the bronzer. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so we have the peach cheek over here. We got the blue. Let's do a little bit of pink and peach. You want to? Yes, we're going to do that. So we're going to do some desert rose out here in this deep corner. Okay, get that going. And then we're going to pop it with some Shy Blush on the apple.
Wow, I never would have thought that.
Girl. Go ahead and smile for me. Beautiful. A little bit of that Shy Blush. Okay, so now, again, we're going to go through, and we are for real going to use some highlight and the bronzer. First, I'm going to just tap my cheek brush in the highlight. That's the Golden Glow. And I'm going to go ahead and hit. Go ahead and smile for me, my loves. Perfect. I'm going to hit on her apples. Pull it up, go around the brow bone, down the center of the nose. What we call the Cupid's bow. Hit here. So she's got a nice soft glow. But then we're coming in and We're going Scoot over because we got that bronzer coming up. Going, yes, we're going to add some warmth to the skin. Some beautiful sun kiss tones. Go ahead, smile, my love. Perfect, girl. This should be a soft, golden glow. Girl. Okay. Looking good, looking good. I'll finish this other lip as we're hitting the mascara, okay? Or the lashes. So I've got the Mary Kay Great Heights. You guys, everybody on the planet needs to try this. If you have a customer, I'm going to look right there. Perfect. If you have a customer that constantly gets mascara all over her face, you need to track her down. I'm serious. Stalk her like nobody's business. If a girl, I got something for you. And it is this. Ooh, did I get your eyeball?
Mm-mm.
Thank goodness. Okay, good. It is really hard to get makeup all over your face. The mascara stays where you put it. I've heard some people being like, it's dry. Girl, close the container. If you just close the container, it's not dry, okay? But you got to close it tight. Like all the way. So I'm just doing a little bit of mascara. I won't take up too much of her time. I've had it fall on her face. Wow, that's beautiful. We're going to pop some Demi Wispies on her. Okay, y'all feeling me? Can you see the difference in the colors? And one's a little bit crazier. One's a little bit calmer. One's like, hi, I'm the nice neighbor. The other one's like, watch out. Lock your doors. I'm just joking. Yeah, I mean, it's like our makeup will come get you if you don't lock your doors. All right. I've got my lashes. I'm going to go ahead and just measure them out on Miss Pam. Go ahead and close them, my love. Perfect. I'm going to cut just about 2 knots. I'll show you what that is in just a moment. On the lashes, you will see little knots, okay, of the actual hairs. So I go through and I count from the back corner to the inner corner. You count how many you want off. Here's a huge tip. When you're doing false lashes, the biggest mistake people make is they glue lashes way on the inner corner. Stop it. It keeps popping off. So sit back. Go back close to where the iris is. Don't glue any further in front of the iris. If you're in front of the iris by the tear duct, your lashes are going to pop off, I promise. Or they're going to be pokey and they're going to hurt, which is not fun. So I've got my lash glue. I got our wispy on. It's been sitting for quite some time, so I'm going to fan it a little bit. Perfect. I'll pop this boy on there. Can you open it for me a little bit? Yeah. All right. Perfect. Go ahead and look up for us. Look straight in. Yeah, you're killing me. All right. Last but not least, it is time for some beautiful Mama Jamma lips. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a little bit of berry. They feeling, yeah, it's probably feeling a little heavy because it's so wet. Perfect. I'm going to take a little bit of berry. Just line gently. Perfect. Thank you. Just going to bring that down a little bit. And last but not least, here we go. I'm going to do a little bit of crushed berry. Sorry, girl. Little crushed berry. I'm using the Mary Kay concealer brush. I usually use the small smudger, but I got little bitty lips. So, personal opinion, the small smudger is great for small lips. The angle brush is phenomenal for medium lips. And the concealer brush is amazing for full lips. Just throwing that out there for you. Now, to top her off, we're going to get some fancy Nancy in the party. Nancy getting fancy tonight. All right, and we're going to fancy Nancy it up. Because right now, there is nothing hotter than a glossed lip. Can we just look at our ending and see what we think? We're going to do some finishing spray. Let that lash glue drop. And what do y'all think about... Oh, we didn't put falsies over there. Huh. Sorry, I'm over here stabbing your own eye. Sorry, girl. All right. And what do we think? You go ahead and look straight ahead, Miss Renee. Miss Renee. Pam, girl. My mama's Renee. What do we think, you guys? Is she not absolutely stunning? Absolutely stunning. I love you so much, girl. You are done and you are ready to rock and roll.
Thank you.
I love you. God bless you, girl. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
All right, girl. All right. Say we'll see you next time, Pam. She has no idea that she has no choice. She has to be here. She's that's my girl. That's my girl. So the rest is me and you guys. Are you ready? We are going to get all up in it. I want to show you the glass skin. So if you had seen, pretty much we were using the highlighter on Pam for glass skin. We can use the bronzer for, did you see on the side how it was super glowy? Glass skin, okay? So then I'm going to teach you the opposite of how you can do glass skin with your skincare. And then, honest to goodness, it doesn't matter if you put on matte, luminous, it's going to shine through in a beautiful, healthy way, okay? Don't panic. If you're not a dewy girl, it's all good. You don't have to. But I highly suggest this because this is ageless. It's for, it doesn't matter if you're 12, 16, 20s, 30s, 40s, 80s. Literally just showed this to my friend's great grandmother because she's like, my skin feels so hot, dehydrated. Showed her glass skin. She was like, what is this? I was like, yeah, I know, right, girl? Like, welcome to 2025. We got all kinds of amazing products over there at the Mary Kay world. So let's get it. I already have on basic skincare. So I'll jump right in. I'm going to start with my hydrator. Here's the thing with glass skin. Before, like, my best suggestion is like when you're actually doing this and you really want to do this with skincare, and if you really want to sell this at a party, wow, we have a set sheet that we have on the VIP group. If y'all have not heard about the VIP group, you've got to hear about that. It is our monthly subscription where all of this stuff goes down moving forward. So in the VIP, we know that we usually use the biocellulose mask, and then we sleep in the moisture renewal mask. And then when we wake up, we do this with our skincare to give us the real, true glass skin type of look. And you can wear makeup. You don't have to wear makeup. You can use mascara. It is something that it feels so good on the skin. One, and it's not just dewy skin. It's bouncy, diveable glow. So we're going to overdraw lips and the whole nine, okay? So we already know we've used the biocellulose mask for 30 minutes last night, and then we slept in the moisture renewal mask. If you want to do the charcoal mask, then you totally can. Personally, sneak tip about glass skin. You truly want to get all the hydrating products you can get your hands on and use them on your skin. And that's how you get glass skin. Super hydrating, okay? Boom. step one. Next, we've got our boosters. Okay, if nothing else, at least use the hydrator. Okay, so I'm gonna pop some hydrator on, and then we going to get right into our next product. I like to throw in the vitamin C and E if you want. I have a problem with this product, obviously, because I use it way too much. You can also throw the Miracle Set in with this. This is the time to use your Time-Wise Repair, so you can get out your Time-Wise Repair serum. I'm going to use some of the vitamin C and E tonight, just because we can. You can use any serum with this. It's nothing like, oh my gosh, you shouldn't use that serum. That's any of your serums, any of your boosters work beautiful with the glass skin type look, you all. It's phenomenal. So we're going to get this everywhere. Nice and rub it in on, pardon me, on top of the hydrator. So in the daytime, I would just pop a little bit of this on. Right now, because I literally just ran out of my night sauce. I love you. But that's okay. So let's do our Time-Wise Repair. Okay. We are using this to get a good moisture. Now, you don't use like 8 pumps with everything. Like with the Time-Wise Repair, I literally just used about a half a pump. Okay. And there's not anybody that you talk to that can't use Time-Wise Repair. It's a phenomenal product and you should be using it. And if you want an easy thing to sell and you want to make money really fast, sell a bunch of Time-Wise Repair sets. Moving on. Okay. It helps you. Anyway, it helps you meet your numbers pretty fast. Just throwing that out there. So now we've got the Time-Wise on. And then people always ask me, like, why are you doing another moisturizer? Because this has an ingredient in it, and it's the hydrator. Don't pull out the mattifier. It doesn't go with the glass skin. Hydrator, okay? Hydrator. Yes, I already have. I have a hydrator on already, and I have a moisturizer on already. But this has glycerin in it. Yeah, and that's really, really good for the skin. And just word to the wise, what you are going to start seeing is a lot more glycerin out there, like a whole lot of glycerin products. So that little moisturizer right there, literally, look what it just did to everything else. It literally causes everything to just, and again, I'm not looking greasy. I'm just looking less textured. I'm looking less dry. I'm looking more hydrated. So last 2 steps, I like to jump into either the Satin Hands fragrance free. You can always use the extra emollient night cream. I keep stealing mine from my display, so that's why I'm using the Satin Hands, but you could use either or. Really doesn't matter. And you can show your clients the same thing. So I'm going to take a little bit of this Satin Hands again, / extra emollient night cream. And again, I'm starting to help and I'm enhancing that really, it's not greasy. It's just now looks bouncy and it's diveable. It doesn't look just wet. It looks layers, deep wet, deep hydration. And last but not least, the Mary Kay oil, the natural oil. This, they can just, you are not ready. People that know, like, what do I do with my sagging neck? Girl, just applying the skincare in this way literally decreases the neck as well. Amazing stuff, y'all. Okay, amazing stuff. So now that we're here, it's time to play. All right, I'm gonna jump into my concealer and under eye corrector first. Without my, there we go. I'm gonna do an under eye corrector. I did do that. I just got excited. We ain't doing this first. Oh, mind y'all. We are not. Because we're doing this first. We got to get into our CC cream, who we almost neglected. Little CC cream. This is our next step. While we're CC creaming, we're going to go ahead and we're just going to pop on some little lip. Just a tad bit of some lip balm. Keep everything nice and moisturized. That is the whole purpose of the glass skin, you all. So, let's get the rest of our... I need to do 2 CC creams. So don't panic if you're like, oh my gosh, one's too light, the other one's too dark. What do I do? Just mix them. It's totally fine. And then you have your deep winter and your deep summer tones. You're set. You don't have to switch anything up for quite some time, my friend. I'm just going to mix them on the back of my hand. And I'm going to do the CC on both sides. Here's why. I have a whole lot of color on my face. Pigment that is not exactly, it wasn't invited. I don't remember sending the invitation. They showed up anyway. I was like, well, aren't you a party pooper? Come on in and just hurt my feelings. So I'm going to use a little bit of CC cream to come in. And she's going to act like a facial concealer for me. Okay. So I want you all to think about it like this. Facial concealer. Don't let me lose that point because we want to talk about the buddy system real quick. Okay. Every product that you sell has a buddy and they don't leave without each other. Okay. CC cream has foundation. Foundation has the concealer. Concealer has under eye corrector. I want you to start thinking about when you sell your products, pair them up. Pair them up. There isn't a moisturizer that doesn't have a serum or a toner that should go with it or an eye cream. If you sell an eye-free makeup remover, you should sell the micellar water with it. So start thinking of when someone is looking at a lip liner, you want to show them a lip gloss and a lipstick. If somebody's looking at a mascara, the partner of a mascara is easy, an eyeliner. And you can actually like keep chaining it. If they're going, I love mascara. Oh, this is great. Check this out. Well, have you ever tried this liner? This liner looks phenomenal. It's a waterproof. Okay, great. Have you ever tried these eyeshadows? We always want to make sure that we pair and that you keep selling with your customer. Meaning, don't just stop because she's like, oh, she looked at a lipstick and be like, that's great. Stop and be like, okay, do you have lipstick? Do you have a face primer that looks phenomenal when you're wearing lipstick because you put a little bit on your lips to kind of hold the makeup in place? And if you want a lipstick, do you have any blush? You like lip liner? Do you like gloss? You would be surprised at when you inform people at how much they're like, I want to know. I want to know. So moving forward, back to CC cream, facial concealer. Okay. So I'm just using this for underneath my foundation. Oh, I'm going to love it. And then we are going to do 2 looks, but we're going to do some underpainting. Y'all are going to be hearing about some underpainting. Okay. And it's intense. Be ready. It's for real intense. But we're going to do that together here in just a second. So we're going to cover everything that you should be seeing online here. If you haven't already, you should be seeing it very, very soon. All right. I'm going to take a little bit of my deep beige concealer. Sorry, I know that was loud. That's how I roll. Okay. So I take all 3 of the concealers because I need them. That is way too light for me. That is way too dark for me. So I mix the 2 to get a perfect tone. In July, this is perfect. In December, this is perfect. So if you're one of those and you have to mix, like, girl, it's all good. And I want you to think like this. Don't get frustrated at Mary Kay concealers and be like, why is there only 2? Because they are literally telling you, mix them. There's only 2 because you can get thousands of colors with just those 2. You can go super light to super deep just with those 2 concealers. Deal? So don't look at it as one size fits all. Look at it as like both of those need to go home with their pair. If somebody is in ivory, she should probably more than likely get light ivory and deep ivory. She's more than likely going to need it. Moving forward. So I'm going to go ahead I'm going to just do a little prepping on the top of the eye. Let's get some color on here. Taking a little bit of the concealer, under eye corrector, a little bit of the deep beige, light beige, and mixed, my friends. Now, I have dang near purple eyes. So, I really need concealer, or it's really hard to wear eyeshadow. If you don't conceal the eye area, whatever you try to wear, it will pop out. If you have a freckle, I have a line here of deeper color. My skin changes right here. If I don't conceal this, it looks like I stopped my eyeshadow right here. It's just because it's a natural little shadow. So it's best for us to go in, canvas out that area, and then go to town, my friends. Okay. So one eye, we are going to use the full on bronzer. So I'm going to go ahead with this eye. I'm actually going to use the Deep Glow, and I'm going to go right on the eyelid. Then we're going to do something totally different with the eye kits over here. It's my favorite. So I've got the Deep Glow right here. I'm actually going to go ahead and take a little bit of medium glow and go right into the crease. I'm going to work a little bit backwards. This is going to be my super dewy and underpainted side. Okay. I'm going to take some biscotti, hit on the brow bone. I'm just doing that to kind of control any shimmer that got into the crease. You with me? Super soft, super pretty. And again, if you want to, I am a warm girl, so I would use more of a cinnabar or mahogany, if you will. Perfect. Little circles, little circles, circles, circles. Cool. We might do a little bit down here. Just a tad. With Pam, we got to see all the way over, like super sharp on one eye and then real smoky and white on the other. So I'm just going to do a little bit out here on this outer corner. Let it be. Underpainting. Are you ready? It's pretty intense. So here we go. What you're going to see a lot is using shimmer and like cheek colors and sometimes the bronzer. I don't think the bronzer looks that good underpainted. So let's do the cheek. I'm going to do something super strong. Like it's going to be strong. It is not supposed to be meek. Okay. Because I'm going to put foundation over top of this. And this is going to lock in a natural blush look. You don't have to do this. I just want to show you when you see it online and you're going, what in the world is that? That is what they are calling underpainting, my friends. And it's pretty much taking color and putting it on underneath and making it extreme. I mean, like, this is like no joke. Okay. So we can do that here. We can do the little cute bridge of the nose right across. You really get in up at the top of the forehead. Totally up to you. I would prefer to put the foundation over top of the pinks, but it's mainly literally putting a ton of color. And then we can take our highlight. Don't be shy. And 10 man it out. 10 man. Now I'm just going to leave this side skincare, glass skin, because it doesn't matter what I put on, luminous, matte, it's going to keep this gorgeous dewy look that's controlled. This side, I'm going to put foundation top because I want this. This is going to give me fake shine. But it's all good. If you have really dry skin and you're like, I can't get, it's not going to stick. It's not going to stay. I know this looks crazy. It's supposed to. And this will be your friend. Okay. So I'm going to use a little bit of bronze 110, which is my color, and a little bit of beige 210. And I'm going to mix the two. Okay. Why am I mixing them? Because it's the perfect color. I love it. I think it's great. And it's so that you see, don't be scared of bronze 110. Okay. Bronze 110 is for lighter skin bronze skin or really pigmented light skin. I have tons of pigmentation. So the light bronze or light beiges, not my friend. But I just want to show you that you can do this also in the future. If you have clients that are going like, I really wish this was luminous. I really wish it was luminous. And you're like, it's not. It's my ass. So what I like to do is I like to take the two colors. And because the 210 is so gentle, I'm mainly using it for the luminosity rather than the color. So I've got my bronze 110, and then I've got my luminous, my matte bronze 110, and my luminous beige 210. Deal. So now I'm going to jump in. Yeah. Mix together on the back of my hand like a messy 5-year-old. It's all good. Paper is just one sheet, girls. Let's clean up. One sheet of toilet paper. Wipe it off the back of the hand and you're good to go. All right. Are we ready for this? Because here we go. Now, mind you, the matte is going to be a little bit lighter. So it's going to take a second to really in these areas. Okay, so what you should see is still that. You should see a natural soft blush. Again, I mean, I was doing it pretty strong. You can go 10 times stronger and it will show up 10 times stronger. But you all should be able to see, even with that matte on, you should be able to see that luminous golden glow that we put on underneath with the blush. Now, mind you, I'm under professional lighting, so you're really not going to be able to see. As if I was on the street, you'd be like, dang, look at that cheek. In here, it's just like, so gentle. Okay. So that, my friends, is as simple as that would be the underpainting. And then what's even cooler, I guess, what they're doing on top is here, now taking the bronzer and going over top of those areas to reinforce the color. So I'm taking my nice big fluffy all over face brush. I'm just going to warn you, if you do this intense one and you go into the bronzer, girl, you're going to be like, you're going to be bronze. You're going to be tin man. It's going to be really, really hard to control type of shine. Okay. So just keep that in mind when you're doing so. All right, let's move over here. This side, let's do cool shadows, but still keeping the shine and the bronze skin. And then we've got to get into the brows, which I'm super pumped about. I'm going to show you two totally different brows. Okay. So let's go for this eye. We're going to start with some, that was obsessive, some biscotti. I'm going to just jump in, softly dust it. Keep in mind, those of you with hooded eyes, keep those bad boys open when you're applying your makeup. Please don't shut them. Trust me, don't shut them. If you shut them and you open them up, you're like, where did it go? Like, you're looking on fan, like, I swear I put some on. So if you keep your eyes open, regardless if you're hooded, deep set, wide set, close set, one set, doesn't matter. You with me? Just keep the eyes open and apply the crease. You will like your makeup so much better if you do it that way. So I'm going to take, let's do some Soft Heathers. We're going to pop it up there in the crease. Because even if we're doing a cool eye, we can still have a warm, bronzy look on the face. You with me? You can still look sun-kissed and wear cool shadows. So this, my friend, is Soft Heathers. We're going to go in now with Cashmere Haze. I want to really deepen this up quite a bit. We can use granite if we want. I'm just going to be super messy. We're going to use granite and we're going to use the highlight. Yes, no wonder we were doing it like this. Okay. So I'm just going to hit in my crease really, really good. And y'all know me. I'm Miss Intense. So a lot of y'all can stop here. Girl, this is my pantyhose stage, meaning I got to get more color on this eyeball personally. Stop at your preference, okay? My preference is 10 more eyeshadows. Like, that's all. Can't help it. Again, just doing a nice, most eyes, just throwing that out there, look a little bit better with that lift on that outer corner. So I'm using a little bit of espresso. And again, I'm being super messy because I'm going to get in here in a second and we're going to really bump this baby up with some of the Golden Glow. All right, maybe we'll take a little bit. We don't want to do much. Okay, leave it be. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to mist again. We didn't mist for the other eye that I did on this one. So I'm going to get my finishing spray. None of this. Girl, you done ruined it. Oh, we can't use that. That's too close, okay? You will drench your brush. It's going to turn into a sloppy mess. So keep it about a good 4 or 5 inches away. And just 2, 3 mists if you feel like it. Now, I'm going to go in with granite first. So we're going to get some granite down first, right in the center of that lid. Get me some nice crystally pop. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of that Golden Glow and go right into the tear duct and just bring it right over top. Yeah, about that. I like that a lot. Okay, good deal. Let's see. Now, if you want to, I have a million of these. You should have a million of these. This is the all over eye blending brush. Yeah, you need a bunch. Everybody does. Okay, cool. Now that we're here, I'm just going to slap some liner on both lids. But I want to share with you when you're doing your liner, if you're going to pull in the right direction. Okay. If you're a holder, don't be holding it down. Don't be doing this. I saw somebody go, this is how I do my eyeliner. I was like, oh, stop it. What? I would hate to see how you put your jeans on. Whoa, what? Whoa. Okay. So no, don't do that. And we're not going to do this. Okay. You're literally, when you do this and you draw and you stop and you're like, I don't understand. Eyeliner is not doing, it's just on my face. Congratulations. It made it on your face. That is the only thing it's doing. It ain't helping you at all. It's just hanging like that. So when you're doing your eyeliner, start from the outer corner. Okay. If you are going to pull, I'm not going to yell at you. You shouldn't. But if you do, instead of doing this, please do this. Go up and back instead of down. Up and back instead of down. If you go up and back, you will accidentally create that nice little hike for yourself. Like, oh, whoops, look at that. Yeah, it's because you're not drawn towards the carpet. Don't take your eyeliner towards the carpet. Take it towards the ceiling. You with me? Okay. So keep your eye open and just go in. Yes, people are like, but my eyelid moves. Welcome to being a human. Yes, they are going to move. It's all good. And you want to literally draw as they sit. This is going to give you the best liner for your eye. Okay. Because sometimes you do your liner and you open it up and you're like, ooh, what is it doing? That's because we just like did it in the dark. You're not really sure where it went. You'll figure it out when you open your eye. So instead, just look and go. And you can literally line like normal. And then if you want to create that hike, If you're going to do the lift, pull up and out. It already gives that angle for you. Hint, hint. The rest of us that don't, we're just going to go right in and draw as it sits on the face. Cool. Just go right in. Now, after doing this, do not ever put eyeshadow on or eyeliner on without setting it, you guys. If you don't set it, that's how people are like, my eyeliner ends up all over my face. It's like, where did you think it was going to go? You have to set it and make it hold still, okay? So, one eye, I'm going to just use some, I don't even know. Oh, this is espresso. So, we'll take some espresso, and we're going to no. Just zhuzh it up right here. A nice little hike, if you will. Cool. And I'm just going to blend that corner out. Not really worried about a cat eye or anything like that. We're just going to. Nice. Okay. Opposite side. We're going to do the same thing. I can use onyx. That would look really, really sharp. So I'm going to use just a little bit of onyx. You can use some cinnabar, mahogany, merlot, any of these darker colors. Don't use lighter tones to do this. That doesn't make any sense. So try to use one that matches the eyeliner or as close as possible. Heck, you can use sweet plum. Perfect. I wanted to smoke this one out a little bit more. This one's more sharp, a little bit more smoked out. Okay. So now we've done the underpainting over here. It's time to do some stuff over here. We've got our CC cream on. Let's see. Did we go ahead? I was like, there's no way there's. Yeah, there ain't nothing over there. There's that can't be something over there. Yeah, there ain't nothing over there, right? Like, that better not be nothing over there. Because that looks pretty. Ain't nothing over there. Moving on. So we're going to take our CC here. Again, we're going to use it just like we did with the foundation. Let's get the right color. Good. Interesting. All right. We're going to get that CC cream going. And we already underpainted on this side. Now, mind you, this is going to look pale because I don't have bright orange on underneath yet. Okay. So give me a second. Let me get there. All right. So we're going to get in here real good. I'm going to go ahead and mute my lips out because we're going to, first off, if you don't know that you can get a naturally plump lip using your hyaluronic acid, your hydrator. Your All's hydrator is an insane hydrator. Insane. So one, you can get naturally plump lips by using your hydrator on your lips on a daily basis. True. Two, I'm going to show you how to overdraw. No injections needed. You can choose the size of your lips. Oh, it's amazing. And it's so ridiculously easy to do. And it looks natural. I got you. Okay. We're getting there. All right. So we put our CC down. Let's go ahead and grab our foundation again. A little bit. 210, a bit of that 110. Mix and mix. Now, if I really, really wanted to go in about this whole glass skin thing, I could actually even add some highlighter to my foundation. It look beautiful. And I'm going to show you how to do that here in a minute with your body moisturizers. And some other things. I got you. Okay, so this, look at the color difference though. That is kind of crazy because this was the underpainting and this is not at all. So we're here. This is our foundation. This again, because I'm using the Luminous, I'm still in glass skin, y'all. I still got that gorgeous glow going. It's not greasy, it's not oily, it's glassy. Very big difference. Okay. So now that we're here, let's go ahead and we're going to use some contour on this side because we just did the straight underpainting over here. Okay. So grab the contour brush, index finger. I'm going to go right in to my latte, go right underneath the cheekbone. I'm going to blend up. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. I can already hear it. People are like, but I see people do it online and they go like this. I'm like, that is where your blush goes. Is where your blush goes. If this is where your highlight goes or your contour, where's your blush going? We got to know this. Look, I get online all the time, but you all are just as professional as I am. Y'all know on the videos, it may look cute. Hold still and turn your head. You now have a brown cheek because contour is ashy neutral. It's not, and it causes, it's the boost. Yeah, that's the wrong word. It's like this, the girdle. It's not, it's the Spanx for the face. Okay. Meaning it's going to pull things in. So if you're trying to make your cheekbones look bigger and you put contour up here, it doesn't make any sense. Now, again, I get on the videos and they're like, look, it looks pulled up. Okay, from that angle. From the other angle, it looks like you fell in dirt. I'm just saying. So get underneath the cheekbone where it belongs. It is never going to ever be up here. Looks so insane. It's just bananas to me. And again, it's all good because then people get carried away with contour. And it's like, oh my gosh, contour is not blush. Oh my gosh, contour is not blush. Ew. All right. So I'm hitting the contour now at the top of my forehead. I got a big forehead, so I even start pulling out some cocoa for this part. All right. So I got my forehead done. I got my contour. And I'm going to get the jawbone done back and under here. You're going to focus the product right underneath the chin, right under backwards or right behind the chin and go back. With the old mineral powder foundations, if some of y'all been around that long, I used to do the beige or bronze 5 under every national I ever touched at seminar. Every single one of them walked across that stage with beige or bronze 5 underneath their chins. And nobody noticed. Okay, cool. Now that we're here, I am going to use my bronzers as my blush to sun-kiss this look and pull everything together, okay? So let's get into our brush. Who are you? Yes, you are me. Okay. I'm going to get into my deep glow. I'm going to go ahead and go right into those contour areas. So I'm just going to go right over top of it and hit the bronzer and use it for my blush. Use it up on my nose, on the forehead. I really want a gorgeous, glowy, glowy look. Again, it is supposed to look sun-kissed. Perfect. Now we can really see how this is really giving off that glass skin with the underpainting. This is giving off the glass skin in a more controlled way. So you don't have to do this, but you need to know it because you're going to get people asking about it. So I'm happy here. Okay. Now that we're here, we've already got our mascara on. Usually I like to do this like step 1, but we're going to go ahead and just almost not forget about our lashes. Okay. So no crimping. When you curl your lashes, I want you to get the lashes in, gently blink around, gently press down. If there's any pain, pull away just a little bit and pinch, 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 pinch. Walk these lash curlers up the lash. Don't just crimp it. If you crimp it, it's going to do an L shape and it's going to go like that. Okay. But if you curl it, like literally give it a curl, pinch, 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 all the way up the lash, these bad boys will touch your eyebrows. Not even joking. Promise you. Okay. Now I'm only going to do like a quick, super quick layer of mascara, but I want to show you guys some stuff really quick. And again, if you're on the VIP, you know this, girls. Y'all can teach this for me right now. we are really big on layering mascara. We are really, really big on not breaking up with any of our mascaras and always just adding two. So if you are part of the VIP, then you know that there are designs that you can create with mascara applied to your eye. You can get a natural cat eye. By applying mascara, you need at least like 2 or 3 coats, period. Y'all know I do more. I'm with 3 or 4. Okay? Moving on. Don't be judging. In fact, you should try it out. I always say Tammy Faye Baker was one layer away from amazing eyelashes. Okay. She stayed in the clumpy stage, one more layer, and she'd have had the mermaid tails. Not even joking. So here's the thing. When it comes to mascara, you put on 3 or 4 coats like normal. Okay. When you're ready, if you want to do the Barbie doll look, what you're going to do is go right back into the center of the lashes and you're going to add 2 extra coats right in the center and hold those bad boys up. Same with your bottom lash. You're going to take most of the mascara and have it right on the bottom lash, right in the center of the lid. This is going to give you that very sweet baby doll type look. Okay. Now, the other way to use is cat eye, which is my favorite. So now that we're here, say instead of doing the Barbie doll look, what you do is you're going to go take 2 extra layers just on the outer corner of your lashes, and you will legit get a natural, lifted, mascaraed cat eye from your mascara. It's absolutely incredible. Incredible. And if you do that, don't smear it in. Hold on a second. I'm going to show you what to do. Oh, with mascara mistakes, what have you. Okay, whatever. All right, we're good. While these babies are drying up, let's get some lips on so we can do these brows. We're gonna do a little bit of who we got? Mauve nude, or let's do mauve nude. So I'm going to show you over drawing. All right. You can draw your lips like natural. Okay. I'm going to start from the inner corner and just so gently sketch my liner on. Okay. And I'm just going to do one side so you can see the difference. And man, is there a difference. Let me see. I want to see one more color. I guess you decided to take off like this. Okay. Aha. Deal. So I'm going to take Auburn Nude so you can actually see this. Okay. I've lined my lips like normal. I am not going to touch the outer corners. Leave them alone. Don't do that. Okay. I want to start kind of in the middle of my lip and go from here. And I'm barely drawing over top of my actual line. I'm not doing a fake like, whoop. We're not doing any of that. We're just barely lifting it. Okay. It's still in my lip area, kind of. It's on top, but you don't see a cliff of my lip hanging out below the lipstick. You with me? So again, you go on this outer corner and just draw up a little bit. And same down here. You're going to start in the middle and just so gently bring it on down. Perfect. Now, let me put a lip on so you can see what we just actually did. Let's grab some. Always apricot is nice. Perfect. She is very pink. So I'm going to throw on some always apricot real quick. A little gloss. But I want you to see the difference in the size of my lips. My natural lip my not natural lip. Should be a pretty good difference. Okay. And again, this is super friendly. So if you're going like, I want to make them bigger, girl, make them bigger. Go for it. Get up there until you're happy. Okay. But this is going to be the easiest way to do it. You just draw, right? Again, leave the corners alone. That weird, like round stuff, it's a giveaway. It's a giveaway. Okay. So start in the middle of the side of the lip and just start to barely go down the smallest amount. Go right over top of that liner and just lift it up the smallest bit. There's no skin in between. You're just drawing a little bit higher than you did the last time. And my word, you should be shocked at the height, the fullness that you get. It's crazy. No filler needed. Wrap, done, over. I'm going to use that as my personal one. Ba ba boom. It looks weird now, huh? So let's top it off with just a little bit of some. Who we got? I think that's ballerina pink. We're going to make that ballerina pink. Pop it on and na. Gorgeous. All about it. All about it. That took no time. And that is the exact colors that you have. You can do this in your bathroom. Okay? Now, your brows. I got to share one wild one with you. Okay? So here's the thing with brows, y'all. Sometimes you have colors and you're like, I can't find the color. Like, no matter what comes out, I can't find the color. Say you're a person that colors their hair and you're like, all my hair is pink and purple. And nobody has those brow kits. I'm going to show you how to create a brow tint for anybody. Say if somebody's salt and pepper and they want granite, they're like, I really want more of a silver. And you're like, I don't really have silver. I'm going to show you how to create silver with your brow gel. Okay. You can create any color. If you have a client that has purple brows or purple hair and they want purple brows or blue brows or green brows, you can tint any color brow using the brow gel and an eyeshadow. Okay. So I could give myself a blue brow. If you want to see it, we can do it. If not, I'm just going to do normal stuff. Okay. you do that and take a picture and tell me how it goes. Okay. It works beautifully, actually. I had a client within Mary Kay that she had white hair. She was, oh gosh, she's a Caucasian, but she had, I think it's called, is it albinism, right? Cool. So she had beautiful white skin, and I'm talking white brows and white hair. And I loved her because she was like, can you help me make them whiter? I was like, yes, yes, please do not change that. Do not cover that up. Do not tint that. Do not color that. We're going to make them whiter and bolder. So I was able to show her how to use the brow tint and put biscotti in it and really give her a super full white brow. Oh my gosh, you guys, you have no idea. It was amazing. Like still to this day, I'm like, I love you. It's incredible. So let's do, again, we're going to do the brow tint. I'm going to take a spoolie, and this is my espresso. Okay. This is too dark for me, but I'm just showing you the abilities of doing this. If your client says there's no pencils that I like, I can't do them. I don't like any of the kits. Nothing fits me. Nothing matches my hair. This is when you pull this out. And you can use any eyeshadow, any blush, any highlighter, bronzer, whatever. As long as it's a powder, you can use it and do this, okay? So we've got our espresso. This is going to be very dark on me. I'm just warning you. And I'm going to take it. And I put my wand in my brow gel, and I'm just going to spin it around. I can do this on purples, blues, pinks, whatever, granite, whatever my customer wants that we don't have. I can show her this with the brow gel, and there's nothing she can't get. Y'all with me? Ridiculously easy. Va, va, voom, va, va, vam. And again, you will get a green brow. You can get pink, purple, blue, silver, whatever you want, okay? You just need the clear brow gel and an eyeshadow and the spoolie from the, like the wand from the brow brush right here. There's not a brow that you can't give your clients, which again opens up for the younger generation as well that are doing all the crazy colors. Hook them up. Be like, girl, I got you. Chill out. I got you. So this is one way. Now, my favorite, we've already seen the pencils. So I want to show you getting right into, oh, I guess we could use the original tools. I'm just going to go ahead and use my angle brush. I'm going to use the brunette kit. I'm going to go right in with the pomade. And we're going to start. I like to go at the bottom first. Okay. I kind of like to go underneath and start to imitate hairs and do little bitty flicks. The trend that's in right now is literally seeing almost every individual hair. Pause. Just because there's trends don't mean you have to follow them. There's trends, and then there's the classic way of doing things, which it means it doesn't matter what trend comes in. The classic way is always in. Always. So you can do the trend or you can do classic. Period. So this would be the trend. Individual hairs. I'm going for classic now. You see it? You like it? That's the trend. Now let's do classic. So I've got my pomade. I'm going to go in, and I really want to make the peak all the way to the outer corner the strongest part of my brow. So the intense color is going to stay here, but I'm going to sharpen it up from underneath. Just give little flicks. Cool. Now I'm going to go in. I'm going to go in with my shadow. And I'm going to get richness and depth and a full brow that has got an attitude like nobody's business. And I'm so excited about it. I'm like, give me this all day long. I don't want to look bald in the brows. No, I'm not. Well, whatever. To each his own, okay? To each his own. You mind your business, I'll mind mine. All right. Let's see. I'm going to throw on one bit of mascara, throw on this other lash. And I think our time is like coming to an end, you guys. Okay, so as we're closing, as I get this other mascara on, first off, the best mascara combination on the planet, Lash Intensity and Great Lengths. If Lash Intensity, if you tend to have it move or fall, or I smile a lot. So me laughing causes Lash Intensity to just transfer a little bit right around here on my face. So I use Lash Intensity, and then I go back over top with 2 coats of Great Heights, and it blocks traveling. It blocks smudging. It does amazing stuff. So you can also top it with waterproof, but right now my favorite, easy, hands down. Like in July, maybe we can move it to waterproof. But right now, I'm totally good with Great Heights over top of my Lash Intensity. Yeah, it is a game changer. Game changer. So as we're doing this one, let's look at this wand. Okay, so there is a bump, all right? And there is kind of a gentle incline, if you will, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the more humped corner, the more humped side, and I'm going to turn it towards me, and that's what I'm going to use to get in between my lashes and stick those bad boys straight up on end, okay? You can also switch and do what I say the swoop, is where the hump is facing down to the ground and you've got that U shape right up, and it like comes in and literally cups the lashes to help you get that on there. And then if you want again, turn to get that hump and push even more color up in between the lashes, y'all. It is no joke. And it will lift these little bad boys up to nobody's business. It's insane. Now, last before we go, this little dude. Oh man, it did not flick. Okay, it flicked. All right. When you leave mascara all over your face, don't smudge it in. Just wait, let it dry, and just flick. It will flick right off, okay? Last but not least, y'all, come check out our VIP group. If you have missed out, you've been missed out for like the last couple years. We've been all up in there since COVID. All right. Since Corona, I did it's 2020. Doesn't matter. Just saying. It's amazing, you guys. So once a month, I send you guys videos and you have videos for yourself. And then I send videos for your clients. Okay. Totally separate, same products, different education. You can sign up at lorihog.com. One is $10 a month. You can pay $99 for the year, which is absolutely ridiculous because every week we do a live Q&A. So every Sunday at 8 p.m., I jump on. Every single question that's asked, I answer. So you can ask one question, you can ask 10 questions, you can ask questions for your customers, whatever you want to do. Every week we have a live Q&A. Every 3 months we do a customer event that is so much fun. So for your customer event, it's kind of like one of these. It's free. No, there's no charge, anything like that. But you give the link to as many customers, people from your past, future, hopefuls. I get on that night and I have fun with them. I talk to them, I teach them, and hopefully recruit them. So my members wake up with new recruits and brand new orders because of our customer event. And we do those every 3 months. So every month you get content videos, you get more training, education, they get fun application. It's all to set you up with a party with your girls, peoples. Um, we've got the weekly Q&As and we have the quarterly customer events. And then every time we have a workshop, the VIP girls pay a lot less. They get a discount. And after they have registered, then we open it up to the Facebook world. So if you have not been friends with me, come follow me on Instagram, Facebook. Instagram is not as, it is what it is. Facebook, or definitely come find us at the VIP. Go to lorihog.com and check us out. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much for an amazing night. I got your back. Please do me a favor. When you all are done, don't just leave me hanging. Take pictures. I want to see selfies. I want to see underpainting selfies. I want to see bronzers. I want to see brows. Just load it up with as many selfies as possible. And I just want to encourage you to share those selfies on your own business page. People are nosy. We want people to get nosy about what you were doing tonight. Okay. When people ask you, what's that? What are you doing? What's going on? You get to tell them, I just learned all kinds of crazy stuff from a New York makeup artist that's crazy about our product. And I got to show you some stuff. You're going to freak out. So post on your business page, post on our page. We love you guys. We've got your back. And just know we support you so, so much. And we love you to pieces. I will see you guys next workshop. Love you. See you on the VIP. Later on. Bye, guys.